Good morning, Alex. This is Carolina Gilcapi from State Adventures. Thank you so much for your interest in our trips to the Galapagos. We have a number of specials going. So I received your email yesterday about your dates being May instead of March. I reached out to the boats. I have 5 boats that are doing some specials for us for the next 4 months. And I have a cabin for you on the Infinity. So let me show you what that would look like. That way it's a little easier to explain the itinerary for you and help you understand it. Because on the Infinity for May, it is the last cabin. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity to see it. So the Infinity is a very special boat because it is the only boat in the Galapagos that has space for 20 people. Most boats have 16 or are larger with 90 at maximum. So the reason it's special that it has 20 people is that it has 2 naturalist guides on board, which means that the group gets split into 2 of 10 people. That means it's the smallest group ever in the Galapagos on any site that you will go to. It's really special. So the boat itself is fairly brand new. It was built specifically for the Galapagos, which means that it is really fast. It is made for the islands. It's really created with all the toys, kayaks and all the snorkeling gear and space to change. It was really thought out to be made for the Galapagos. And the way that they did the bedding, all the beds face the windows, which is the only boat that does that as well, so that you wake up, you go to sleep looking out at the islands. So here's the itinerary. So May 20th, you would fly to Ecuador, to Quito, which is the main airport. Our team will be there waiting for you, State Adventure sign with your name on it, and then we'll take you in a private car to your hotel in downtown Quito. You always want to have some kind of buffer zone before the cruise, because if you miss that flight to the Galapagos, you're missing the cruise. The cruise doesn't wait for anyone. So you make sure you want to have a few nights in Quito before, so you're not connecting international flights to the island flights. So I chose Plaza Grande for you. It's a great historical hotel, right smack in the middle of the old square. You step outside, you're in Ecuador. It's a great room, great hotel, great breakfast in the morning. So I think you'll be quite happy here for 3 nights. So the next day after breakfast, our team that would have picked you up at the airport will be back in the morning to show you the best of Quito. So Quito has the old town. It's surrounded by volcanoes. There's a gondola ride to the top of one. There's the Mitad del Mundo, middle of the world. So there's lots to see and do and really enjoy. We will tackle as much as you'd like. It's your trip. It's at your pace. It's a private tour with your private driver and guide and car. We'll have lunch at the Crater restaurant, and then we'll take you back to the hotel. And then the next day, we'll take you out of the city just for a day to show you kind of a glimpse of life in the Andes. So we'll head to down the Avenue of the Volcanoes to Cotopaxi National Park. It's the main volcano in Ecuador. It's very popular. So here, it's a day of visiting villages and markets on the way. Then once you get to the park, you can hike, you can ride horses. You will meet the local gauchos, which is the ranchers of Ecuador. We'll be on a farm to have a traditional Ecuadorian lunch. There's plenty to see and do. It's a really great day, really stunning for photography. You can even see llamas and alpacas in the background. So you'll do that, and then we'll come back to Quito and rest, because tomorrow is the Galapagos. So May 23rd is the day that the cruise starts. We'll take you to the airport. At the airport, I have a Galapagos assistant to help you with all the steps. Galapagos is a protected archipelago, so it's a government regulated area. So that means there's many rules, many steps. You have an ID card, an entry fee card. You have to go through customs. You have to check your bags. You have to check your shoes even for seeds or anything like that. So we will help you with all of that, put you on a flight, and you will arrive in the Galapagos around noon. My team will be waiting there for you from the Infinity, and they will take you directly to the boat. So let me show you the Infinity and what the rooms look like. They have some of the largest standard room. This is a standard room in the Galapagos, and the bed faces the window, has a balcony. It's a spectacular ship. So I think you will really enjoy it. And it's 4 days, 3 nights on board. You will have so many different excursions. So as soon as you arrive, we'll check in, we'll have lunch, and we're going out on our first excursion. And then while you're on the boat, you will get off multiple times. You will go snorkeling, you will go kayaking, you will be able to hike, You will have wet landings, dry landings. You will go to all these different islands in the 4 days that you're doing. It's a really nice circuit because it will allow you to see really different islands. Like Bartholomew Island is like a different planet with penguins and rock formations, and it's all red like Mars and has green background. It's fantastic. So, and that's just one. Of course, you'll go to the highlands to see the giant tortoises, and you see on board you have indoor spaces, outdoor spaces. There's a jacuzzi. There's an indoor library where we discuss what we're going to do the next day every night. So really wonderful boat. So May 24th, May 25th, you will have multiple excursions. And like I mentioned, the boat was made for the Galapagos, which is really fast, which means that it's zooming from island to island way faster than the older traditional boats. So you're spending less time on board, more time exploring the islands. And then at night, when you get to the next destination, you're sleeping with a quiet engine. This is a huge difference than what Galapagos used to be 10 years ago, when the boats were slow and they would be traveling all night while you're sleeping. Now the engine shuts off and you can sleep in peace. So May 25th, another excursion. You'll be getting in the water, all the wetsuits, everything, equipment is included for you. And our last day will be on May 26th. That's when the cruise ends. Our final destination is the Charles Darwin Station. You might have heard about it. It's quite famous for the George tortoise, the longest one that we've had in the Galapagos, or the most famous one at least, causing a lot of ruckus there, and you'll learn all about it. And then we'll take you back to the airport, fly you back to Quito. And here you're going to take your international flight home, something after 8 p.m. because you're going to get back to Quito around 4:30. And that is the trip with the Infinity. So they do have a special. Their published price is $63.99 with everything included. It's $1,000 less in May. May is peak season. It is right when schools are ending in the South, especially. I'm in Florida. My kids end school in May, and therefore it goes quickly. I am not kidding you. There's one cabin left. I have tried to put it on hold today, but it's kind of first come, first serve. So if you like this particular cruise, let me know. I will make sure to call them and book it for you. I'm going to send you the deposit link as well, so you have everything handy. And I look forward to having you in the Galapagos. Have a wonderful weekend.